Once he goes, I'll continue.
Okay, so I just couldn't.
Sir, I want to respond to you. I'm just waiting him to walk away because
Oh.
he's making money from my blood as well as he's making money from the blood of Palestinians.
I don't know. She doesn't want to. But can I continue to? Oh no.
I'm just waiting for him to
Okay.
walk away.
She doesn't want to be filmed by you. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Someone is making money from my blood.
Solution.
Explain it to me. Explain it to me. So you are offering, I'm going to give you something nice. I'm going to open the door for you. So you open the door for me. I'm going to give you something nice before you do that. So, first of all, Hamas Express in their interviews, I watch quite a lot of them. Hamas Express in their interviews, it's not about being, you be nice to me a little bit or I'll be nice to you a little bit. It is not about that. Hamas Express, it is about the belief you have because of the teachings of your faith. Okay, that's what Hamas Express is. So, how can you expect someone to go to bed with their enemies? I was just talking to one of them. So, throughout not centuries, decades, examples has been seen that Hamas themselves is a big smile on their face. We told them we are doing good work. We are developing this country. Like, did you not see that this awesome hotel tourism center they do? So we are giving the image that we are building this, but behind the doors, we are digging these tunnels to attack them. So how can you go to bed with someone, or how can you have even good faith, good will in someone who is 24/7 trained to kill you? That's first point. Second point is children. Second point is children. You've got children who are only 7 years old, and shouting that they want to kill the Jews. They want the Jews, and they want to kill the Jews. At age 7, they will train, they will go through hate because of their belief. So how can you go to bed with someone like that?
That's a very good question. And okay, you see, again, everything has got two sides. Yes? Even if you make an omelette, no matter how thick the omelette is, it has two sides. It has one side, this is flipping, it has another side. Yes? The other side is this. You have to understand, you talk about the hatred that the Palestinians do. You have to ask the question.
Palestine, I'm talking about the teachings of
Okay,
Islam.
Hamas.
Teachings of Islam.
Okay.
Hamas is democratically elected leaders in the Sudan. They are democratically elected.
Yes, but the flip side of that is, where does that hatred come from? The hatred comes from the fact that their land was taken away from them by the Israelis.
Okay, but
So
why that's not what they are saying? You are saying something they disagree with you. Hamas leaders say it's not about the land. It's about their faith.
I'm
That's
trying
what
to say
Hamas
to you,
leaders
madam,
say.
there's 2 billion Muslims in the world, yes? 2 billion Muslims. Those 2 billion Muslims in the world are not interested in eradicating Israel. Hamas is interested in eradicating Israel because they believe we stole the Jews, because they believe we've stolen their land, and you're treating them like a concentration camp.
Okay, that's false. That is false by Hamas and anyone who makes that claim. That land was belonged to the Jews, Christians, and Arabs even before time of Muhammad. Okay? But Bedouins were living there. What Umar did, Umar went and conquered them. They were quite happy under the Ottomans. They were not asking, oh, give us our state. They were not asking that. So Hamas leader is not saying what you are saying. That's why I am disturbed. Hamas leader is saying this is not about the land. This is about getting rid of the Jews. And then Hamas leader gives us the Sahih Hadith or Sahih Muslim where it says on the day of judgment is not going to come until every Jew is being killed. They will be hiding behind the trees and the rocks, even trees are going to say, oh Muslim, there is Jew behind you, come and kill. So Hamas leader is saying something that you are saying something Hamas leader is not saying.
Can I respond to you? First of all, if you look at the map of the Gaza Strip, it was from 1947 onwards. It was a much bigger area than now. Now it's a strip of land. The Gaza Strip was a very large area. What is left of it is tiny compared to what it was. So what you're saying is not true. That land was stolen from.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Can you tell whole world Turkey needs to get out in the Turkish borders and give that land back to Byzantines? Byzantines, English name, Byzantines. Can you say that to Turkish Empire? Can you also say to Turkish Empire, get out of the North Cyprus, give that back to the Greeks? Can you say to the Pakistan land, get out of the Pakistan, give that land back to India?
So what you're saying is, this is what you're saying, despite the fact that it was stolen 70 years ago,
No, it wasn't stolen.
It's now too late. It's now too late to give it back.
No, I am using your logic.
No,
I am
that's
using
your logic. That's your logic.
You are saying that land was stolen, therefore they want their land. Hamas doesn't say it's about the land. That's
don't have
first
to
thing.
say. They don't
Second
have to
thing is,
say. I'm trying
you
to say.
give the mic to Hamas spokesperson and then you say, tell us what you
Madam,
want, what you are doing.
if you
Hamas spokesperson says, we want to get rid of Jews because of the Islamic sources. And you are coming here and then you are saying, no, it's about the land. Hamas is not saying that. I am saying, if it is about the land, if you think the land is stolen, with the same logic, Turkey needs to give North Cyprus back to the Greeks. Pakistan needs to give that land back to Indians.
But this is an irrational argument.
No, it's the same argument. That's your logic. It has been stolen from them. North Cyprus is being stolen from them. It needs to be given back.
But they did say it should give it back. The Greeks have been telling the Turks since 1974, give us back. They almost went to war 7 times. 7 times they went to war. So you're incorrect in saying they'll just let them leave. They're trying to have the land back. They almost went to war against Turkey. So you're incorrect in what you say. Secondly,
No, I am correct what I say.
Okay,
I'm
please
Turkish.
let me explain.
I know what we learned in history. That land is stolen. If the logic, you return the stolen land, you give it back.
Madam, I'm trying to explain that the reason Hamas is so full of hate against Israel is not just what's written in the Quran. It's because they feel there's 2 billion other Muslims that are not bothered about Israel. It's the fact that their land was stolen from them, or they feel that their land was stolen
That's a
from them.
lie. That land was not stolen. Who was it at that land at first?
Madam, all you have to do
It's not that land is not belong to that
Madam,
land is not belong to Pakistani Palestinian Muslims. That land is not belong to them. There were Christians. There were Jews. 11% of Christians were there. What happened to them? Palestine kicked them out. That land is not stolen. Your TikTok information or Wikipedia information or this woke web left information is wrong.
if you give me 3
That
minutes,
land, if it is stolen, actually, I might be correct. If it was stolen, Caliph Umar stole it from the people in 641 under the Islam with the information that they are going to expel all Jews and Christians from the land of Arabia.
if you give me 3 minutes, I'll explain to you what's happened. Okay. You have to go before 1947. We talked about 1947, 1948. It's true that the Arab states attacked Israel. I don't condone that. But what actually happened? You have to go back. Actually, I blame the British government and the international community. Why do I blame them? Because Palestine was under a British mandate. It was under a British. Palestine was taken away from the Turks after the First World War, and it became a British mandate. In fact, what they called it is a protectorate, as if these people are children. we are protecting them, which is a lie. It was a colony. So basically, one country gave the land of another country to a third nation, and that was approved by the United Nations. That's where the source of the problem is. It's not even the Jews' fault. So what happened was they didn't ask the Palestinians when the Balfour Declaration came, and when the Jews were allowed to go to Palestine, they did not ask the local population if you want the newcomers or not. They didn't ask them. So hundreds of thousands of newcomers came in, and then when the newcomers came in, this is where we disagree, they actually physically expelled 700,000 Palestinians. You can read up about it. They expelled even Jewish historians like Benny Goodman in his books. They say that the Palestinians, 700,000 of them were expelled from their own land. Why were they expelled? Because the Jews wanted to be a majority in the new land. They weren't interested in peace. They wanted to be. That's why they call it the Jewish state of Israel. Because if you have 500,000 Jews coming in and the majority are Palestinian or Muslim, you cannot call yourself the Jewish state. So they expelled them, madam. That's where the problem happened. They expelled them, they forcibly expelled them, and they committed horrific crimes against them, and they stole their land. They stole Gaza, they stole the other parts of Israel, they stole them, and the Palestinians became refugees all around the world. Millions of Palestinians became refugees in Egypt, in Lebanon, in Jordan, in all the Arab countries. Millions and millions of Palestinians became refugees, and the Jews took over their land. Even if you look at the Gaza Strip, show the map of the Gaza Strip in 1947 and show the map of Gaza now. Yes?
So, first of all, that information probably came to you from Wikipedia or TikTok, and that is
Look it up. Anybody got
Let me
it?
respond.
Look it up. Anybody?
I listen. So let me respond. So, you expressed how Palestinians become refugees. They become refugees in Jordan. Have you wondered why Jordan doesn't want them today?
They kicked them out, yes.
I'll tell you why. When they become refugees in that country, what they did, they get rid of their prime minister of Jordan. It wasn't only that, they were there to bring riots. And then same in other countries, in Kuwait, same in Lebanon, it was exactly the same thing. Today, Egypt doesn't want that. Can you imagine Muslim world doesn't want another Muslim world? Why? Because they know actually there is rooted hate even in the children. Therefore, if they come here, it will exactly be the same what happened in Jordan. That's what it is. So what happens therefore? Oh, Israel doesn't deserve that land because they stole it. That's not true, as I said. There were Jews who were living there. Even before Umar got and then get rid of them. Under the Ottomans, there were Jews and Christians and Arabs and even Bedouin Arabs were living there. What happened to them? There were 11% Christians. What happened to them? Muslims kicked them out. What happened to the Jews? Muslims kicking them out. I am amazed that you are still saying it's about the stolen land. It is not about the stolen land according to the leader. Should I listen if he's the leader? Should I listen what he says to me and then to the whole world? Or should I listen someone who lives in England and then what that person says? It is not about the land, it is about the Jews. That's the hadith. Hamas didn't give us the quotation of it.
Okay, can I respond to that? Okay, it is actually some of what the lady...
First, you need to answer why Arabs
I'll explain it. Just give me an example. First of all, the lady quite rightly says that the Palestinians are not wanted in Jordan, they're not wanted in Syria, they're not wanted in Lebanon, they're seen as troublemakers. That's quite correct. However, you have to ask yourself the primary question of why are they seen as troublemakers? The reason they're seen as troublemakers is that these populations have been traumatized. A population that becomes traumatized, they become troublemakers. If you traumatize a child, if you abuse a child, that child likelihood when that child grows up, he will become a troublemaker. So then you have to ask yourself, you have to ask you, I'm sorry.
I didn't cut you. So therefore we are saying, because they are troublemakers, because they've been traumatized, therefore they can get away with whatever crime they want to do.
I'm not saying that.
That is the logic.
I'm not saying that.
That
Can I
is the
explain?
logic. That's what happened when the Muslim immigrant raped the boy who was in the swimming pool, and then he said, well, it was urgent sex need, control myself, and then they say, because he comes from the background where he saw the war, therefore it is okay. It is not okay. Because my father or your father beat you, that doesn't mean you go and kill people.
Madam, you're not listening.
I am listening, and I am breaking down your logic, and I'm saying your logic is wrong, and that is dangerous logic, because you come from the broken background, or because you are traumatized, that doesn't mean you are going to go and kill someone.
I never ever justified it. Please, can I just experience? I never ever justified it. I never ever justified it. It is, even if a child is traumatized and they go and do bad things, that child needs to be disciplined. If they need to go to jail, they need to be punished. I never ever ever justified it. I just said this is what happened. This is what happened. They were traumatized. They were
countries don't take this
because they see as troublemakers. They cause trouble.
Why are they not compassionate? They can provide them mental health.
You asked me a question. Can you just wait until I answer my question? In 1970, the Palestinians fought the Civil War. The Civil War in Jordan. They were expelled from Jordan to Lebanon.
I understand that.
In Jordan, they were sending rockets to Israel. Israel invaded in 1982, and they killed tens of thousands of Lebanese. The Lebanese don't want them. They don't want them. In the 70s, the PLO caused a civil war inside Lebanon. They don't want them.
What do you suggest us to do now? If they
I
don't want,
explained to you that we cannot
what's
get
the solution?
the solution. Violence begets more violence. It's tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. Endless. My solution is wait until there's a ceasefire, then make small gestures of goodwill on either side. Small gestures of goodwill. I'll make a small gesture of goodwill. You make a small gesture of
You
goodwill.
just said they're violent, they're traumatized, they're not willing to sit down what you suggested to do.
Yes, they are. They are.
No, Hamas leader did not even say, I want to make
Madam,
ceasefire.
did you know Hamas was created by Israel?
Hamas leader did not say that. Says now Hamas is created by Israel. That's the meaning.
Madam,
So,
can I answer something?
You spoke, so I am going to respond to the things you stated. So here's the problems. Muslim countries don't want them. As we both agree, they are troublemakers. Why? Because they want to cause violence. They want to take those new lands
Because
where
they're
they've been looked
traumatized.
after.
Why? Because of Israel.
No, it's not because of Israel. It's not because of Israel. That's just a lie, and that's a lie. It's interesting that
It's actually because of the Hamas being traumatized, not from Israel.
Can I tell you something about Hamas? Hamas was created by
Okay,
Israel.
so therefore Israel is trying to finish it.
Israel created Hamas, and Israel has all the right as the creator of Hamas to get rid of it. So that's your logic. So here's the problem. You are saying
But your logic is they can kill them and take the thousands.
Yes, if the Hamas is behind them, yes. If the Hamas is staying behind the hospitals, schools, yes. That's what is going to happen.
You're crazy.
But you're wise, yes?
Yes, I'm
you're
wise,
wise.
yes.
And you believe
You're
in
saying,
conspiracy theories.
you're saying if there's half a dozen Hamas in the hospital,
So, but it's
you can
okay.
hit the
Hamas
hospital,
goes and
you can hit the hospital
sends
and kill them.
missiles. It's okay, yes? Hamas from the school sends missiles to the Israelis. It's okay for you,
Can I
yes?
ask a question?
No, is it yes or no?
Or can I ask
No,
you?
first say
I'm gonna
yes.
answer.
No, first say
No,
yes.
it's not okay. It's not
And
okay.
that's it. then.
Okay, it's not okay. But are you saying that if half a dozen Hamas are in a hospital, Israel can kill a hospital and kill five?
No, Israeli is doing with what the Hamasi is sending over. Yes, responding to what the
You
Hamas.
are seriously mentally disturbed. I'm
Am
sorry.
I?
Yes, you are.
Sorry, but what medication do you take?
I don't
You sure? I can tell you what.
seriously mentally disturbed.
This gentleman is a conspiracy theorist. He loves this kind of thing.
let me respond something. You are saying, I'll give you a little bit goodwill. You give me a little bit goodwill. I'll give you a little bit goodwill. You give me a little bit goodwill. That has been done, and on 7th of October, Hamas broke that. Hamas doesn't want ceasefire. Hamas made it clear they are willing all of their people who live in Palestine. They want them to die so they can go and get their virgins. That's what the Hamas leader expects. They are martyrs. They are going to get the Islamic paradise with all those virgins. Islamic teaching doesn't say little bit goodwill and now more goodwill. Let's forget that. Islamic teaching teaches eye for eye, tooth for tooth. That's what Hamas responsible.
It's
That's
pride.
what
It's
Hamas
a
is
matter of
promising.
pride.
So,
For Hamas, it's a matter of pride. They have to win. That's what it is with Islam. They have to take over. That's what it is.
Madam, did you know that Hamas was created by Israel? Did you know
So,
that?
yes, okay, we say yes. And now Israel wants to take it.
You're
Hamas
smiling.
is not created by Israel.
It was
Hamas
created
is
by
the option of Muslim Brotherhood. So that's what it is.
Now they want to destroy their
You get your
creation.
you get your history from TikTok and Wikipedia. I already noticed that. But if Hamas, sake of the argument, if Hamas is created by Israel, creator has all the right
That's
to
right.
do what they want to do to their creation.
Okay, 2 points.
I am
That's
Christian.
logical, yeah.
God is my creator. The time comes, he has all the right to take my life away from me. Hamas is if Israel created a Hamas, Israel today has all the right to get rid of
Let me
Hamas.
ask you this.
They can do what
Let
they
me
want
ask
to
you
do.
this. Let me ask you this. Of the
That's your
nine,
logic.
of the nine,
That's your logic and that's what they
of the 9,000 people who were killed, how many people were Hamas? How many of them were Hamas? Of the 9,000 people that Israel has killed,
No, they got killed
How
because
many of
Hamas
them?
was abusing.
how many?
Yeah, I want to respond. I want to
Hamas was
respond.
using them as a human shield.
So, Hamas is democratically elected, democratically voted.
When
So
were they
those
democratically
people,
elected?
those people,
2006.
those people voted for
2006.
them. Why are you not allowing me to speak now? You are trying to
no, but you're saying rubbish,
So,
man.
I am not
They were
saying.
elected in 2006. Most of the Palestinian population were not born there. They were children. They were not born in 2006.
Very basic principle. I don't want him as my president. Let's do riots and then get rid of this president. So that's the logic. So here's the thing. Hamas is the option of Muslim Brotherhood. They express it in their chart what they are all about. It's very amazing. They're not saying in their chart, oh, Israel is for being my creator. That's not what they are saying. They are expressing this is about Islam versus Jews. That's what they are saying. And they are even giving you the reference. Today simply saying, do a little bit goodwill. And then more goodwill, they will return your goodwill with goodwill. That's not the case when you are dealing with Islam. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, Islam teaches.
First of all,
What do you expect? What do you expect?
Hamas,
Not only that, the day of judgment is not going to come until every Jew is being killed by Muslims, even the ones hiding behind the trees. May Allah curse the Jews, Islam teaches. 17 days, 17 times a day. 17
I'll
times a
explain.
day.
I'll explain.
Muslims are praying against Jews 17 times a day. And now you are telling me,
can I please respond? Can I please?
And none of the Muslims in Europe, who live in Europe, none of them want to go there help their Hamasi friends. None of the Muslims. Why? Why? I want to ask why no Muslim from here, Britain or Europe, you know, you have nice, cushy life here. You
Please,
live
can I-
in nice
can I
flats.
respond?
Why don't you go there and help? Why? Why don't you? What is stopping you? That is the question you need to ask your Muslim friends who are going for protest.
Can I respond? First of all, you say Hamas was elected. Hamas was elected in 2006. 2006. That's 17 years ago. Half the population of Gaza, half the population are 17 and below. They were not even born there. So what are you talking about? They were not elected by the people, the population now. They were elected in 2006. Even if you want to go
if they are
beforehand,
not elected right now,